So, Hudson, what'd you think of your two-run home run in the bottom of the sixth?
Man, it was cool. It was just, I think I got down to two strikes and I was just looking for a fastball down. And then he ended up throwing a slider and I was able to react on it.
And Holt, I know you just came in, but your two-run home run to take the lead. How good of a feeling was that for you?
I mean, it's a real feeling, to hit a home run, especially at home. But I mean, it felt good. That was a good arm. They had a lot of good arms all weekend, and this offense just kept going, kept pushing.
Peyton, have you ever struck the Heisman pose on a football field?
A few times.
Okay.
A few times, yeah. That was my first time doing it on the baseball field. So,
Hey, for any of you who want to answer this, you've had a lot of comebacks this year, even one that's bigger than this one. What makes this team so resilient?
I think just the guys and our bond that we have like with each other. There's not one person that is unliked on the team. Everyone loves each other, and we work our asses off, and I think it's starting to show.
Gabe, you haven't been asked to do this very much this year. Pitch once, then pitch again on the weekend. Just what maybe happened on Friday? Then what adjustments did you make, and how did you get ready for tonight?
Yeah, Friday didn't go great, and I think it was just a little mechanical thing. I think I was almost overthrown a little bit, and so I just recovered on Saturday and played light catch and got ready to go today to help the team win.
And for Gabe and Hudson, just what it seems like every day Peyton's making a big play, either defensively or at the play. Just what has he meant to this team?
Yeah, we joke around about it in the locker room. He's like a walking highlight reel. It's like everything he does ends up going viral. But he's a spark plug for sure. Always brings good energy. And I'm just glad to have him on our team.
But for Peyton and Hudson, what was the key to that inning where you both had home runs?
I think just staying with the approach that we've been staying with and executing. We almost did the exact same thing yesterday. We were two swings away from pulling off another comeback, and I think today we did it. We got that timely hit, and I think that shows where this offense is going.
And then, but for you, Gabe, I know you can only speak for yourself, but I think four of your relievers that pitched today, you were, second time out, and it doesn't always go well. What was the key to pitching well the second time around today? And was there any pitching on fumes you felt like from the relievers?
No, I think being a bullpen guy, you're expected to go twice a week, and you just got to be prepared for it. So the whole staff did a great job just staying prepared, and whenever their name was called, they really showed up. Like ever since we got to the bullpen yesterday and today, we kept putting up zeros, and we tried to do the best we could to get momentum in our dugout and eventually get the win.
Peyton, Dave said he didn't know what pitch you hit on the home run. You went down and got something. What pitch did you hit?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It was a slider. He was a sidearm. He would come up with the top two and throw fastball slider, but it was a slider from down under, and just let it get deep.
And then the Heisman thing, I guess that was a spontaneous, or what led you to do that?
Yeah, I've never thought about doing that. I caught my helmet and I was holding it like football, and I was like, I'm just gonna hit the Heisman place.
Yeah, that's cool. It was funny. And then Hudson, you hit a home run on the opener, like 3 months ago. Then you don't hit a home run for 3 months. Then you hit 3 in 5 games. What's going on? Would you say?
Yeah, it was just like I said the other night. I feel like I was kind of fighting myself all year mechanically. I feel like there's just some certain things that just didn't allow me to get to that power. And Coach Thompson's done a great job. He's really helped me out, and we know we're starting to get it figured out. So,
and did Dave mentioned that when Mississippi State jumped out early, their dugout was pretty loud. I guess the crowd was kind of quiet at that point. Did you guys notice that? Did that motivate you? It sounded like Dave, it motivated him.
Yeah, we noticed it. It's hard not to when their dugouts aren't very far apart. But I think something that is awesome about this team is we don't really look into that stuff too much. We're not a rah like talking crap kind of team. We do our business, and that's what I love about this team.
And I know you had a bigger comeback numerically against Texas Tech. Maybe, but Dave said that's probably the biggest win of the year, given it's SEC and Mississippi State's been playing so well. Would you guys, maybe Hudson and Peyton, did you guys feel like it was the biggest win of the year. How'd you guys feel? Where would you rank this one?
Yeah, it's right up there. It's 1 or 2. Obviously I might be a little biased against Texas Tech, but but no, we needed that win, we needed show that we can score runs, we can pick up the pitchers. And it's kind of getting that time of the year where we got to get going. I think we're going in the right direction.
Dave talked about just how you guys as an offense have felt like you're better hitters than maybe you've been performing. Can either of you, Hudson or Peyton, just kind of speak to the frustrations that have been going on this season with the offense? Just how frustrating has it been? How good was it to maybe kind of create some momentum now with the postseason right around the corner for the offense?
I mean, yeah, it's a game of failure. So like you got to know that you're not going to get a hit every time. There wasn't a lot of frustration, honestly. Like, yeah, you want to get a hit, but we just kept working, trusting the process, trusting like our approach and what we've been working on since August. And so I think it's finally starting to show.
And Hudson, what'd you see from McIntyre on the mound today? A good performance from him, and looks like he, another person that might be kind of turning the corner here at the end of the year.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was making a lot of pitches. We were using 4 pitches tonight. Which I feel like was a really big deal, which is really big part of his success. And like you said, yeah, he's turning that corner.
You said you're using 4 pitches with McIntyre. Have y'all only been limiting it the more recent times he's been out there? How much of a difference was that?
Yeah, earlier in the season, we could get away with just using 2 just because it was so good. But now I think teams kind of get a scouting report on it. So now we're opening it up to 4 and he's having success again.
Could you tell a difference with Gabe today versus what he looked like on Friday?
Yeah, today looked like he always does, man. He was awesome, lights out. That's kind of what you expect from him. We were joking around about it. Like he's been nails all year. He was bound to have one, but he bounced back. It was awesome.
Remember DVH was talking about how you've been adjusting your swing and how you got more relaxed at the plate. How's that? How do you like relax yourself at the plate and not get too amped up in the moment?
Yeah, I think it's just trusting the process. Like I said, Coach Thompson's really been helping me, and we've been we created a plan and we've been sticking with it. And it's just having trust in that plan.
So what'd you hit on your home run?
It was a slider or cutter.
And then Peyton, you didn't get to answer. I mean, as far as the biggest win, since you didn't go to Texas Tech, where would you rank this?
I mean, I would say it's the biggest win of the year, just given the circumstances and it's getting to that time where you got to be hitting the ball, you got to be hot, and I think that showed that we're starting to do that. Yeah, it was a big win. I mean, for a series win and get some momentum going into next weekend and then to the playoffs.
And then Jones had been 0 for 11, including his first at bat today in SEC games. I think he did 3 home runs, but 2 of them were against Grambling, and 1 was against McNeese or somebody. So obviously not a stage like this. Whoever wants to take this, just what you think of his home run and what he gave y'all today?
I thought it was awesome. It just shows the tools that he has. That's one of the most talented kids I've seen ever. And it's tough, but he's kept going, waiting for his time in the lineup, and he got it today again, and he made it pay.
Hudson, have you ever seen an out on a walk before?
I don't think so. No, I've never seen that on a walk. I think it was 3-1, and I thought the pitch might have been a strike, but I thought it was too close to not throw. So I just went ahead and threw it, and Peyton did a great job holding the tag on.
I know some fans may think it's Omaha or bust, but y'all have at least a 2-game lead in the West going into next weekend. Does that mean something for y'all? Is that something y'all kind of have on your list of things you want to do to win the West or compete for an SEC title?
I mean, yeah. We really just focus on seeing the game that we have next, and we don't really look too much into the bigger picture because every team does that, but we try to focus on the moment and being our best in that game.
Peyton, I think you've been here 2 years, right? Is your second year, right?
Second.
Crowder. And Arkansas hadn't lost an SEC series in your 2 years here at home. Obviously lost an SEC series on the road, but what do you think of that?
I mean, it's awesome. It just shows how much we love playing here in front of the fan base and at the best stadium in college baseball. And we can take that mentality to the road games, and I think we're going to make a good run.
And you guys in the Aggies have been right up there at the top of the polls. You've each been number one. You know, have you guys kind of been looking at this one in the back of your minds, or just what do you think about going to A&M with so much on the line?
Yeah, I think it'll be a really fun challenge for us, you know, playing a really good team on the road. But at the end of the day, it's about what we do. If we play the way we should, if we take care of our business, then, you know, we'll count them up at the end.
Ben, you got a thought on that?
I mean, that well said. With obviously, like, you know, getting towards the middle of the season, like, oh, that's going to be a big series, but we don't really focus on it too much just because we got to take care of the games that we have now. And now that it's the next series, I mean, we're going to be preparing for it.
Right, good to go. Right, good. Just hold that. Good. Thanks, guys.